Hey everyone, welcome back to Neo Sree Stories. In the previous video, I shared with you the first chapter of my life story, from my childhood memories to high school. I also explained why I started branding myself as Neo Sree 3 years ago. Today, in this video, I want to take you to the next chapter of my life, from higher secondary school to professional college. Once I finished secondary school, I pursued the science stream in higher secondary school. Instead of biology, I chose computer science as my optional subject because I already knew I wanted to build a career in that field. I really enjoyed learning computer science as it introduced me to the concepts of object-oriented programming using C++ as the language, although other science subjects were taught in an incredibly boring way. It was the same as in high school. No emphasis on cultivating any form of critical thinking. It reminds me of something I read recently in a book called Surely You Are Joking, Mr. Feynman. The author shared his disappointment when he found out how science was taught in Brazil when he visited there as a guest lecturer in 1949. He mentioned how lacking the students were in terms of enthusiasm and knowledge of the underlying principles. Priority was given to rote memorization instead of true comprehension. It was exactly the same throughout my higher secondary education for science subjects. This happened in a state which is very high in literacy among all other states in India. I wonder how bad it would have been in the other states then. Looking at the current state of affairs in India, it is safe to assume that it was indeed terrible. Otherwise, scientists wouldn't be doing puja before launching rockets, and the country won't be led by people who have no regard for science. A positive aspect of my higher secondary school was the friendships I made. It made my school life very enjoyable. Some of those friendships are still going strong today. After 2 years of studies, the final exams happened, but I didn't perform that well compared to high school. My understanding of physics and chemistry was quite poor, despite having private tuitions for those subjects. I also attempted the state level and national level engineering entrance exams. The rank in those exams determined the course and college I could choose for further studies. I wanted to pursue a degree in computer engineering, but unfortunately, my ranks in those exams were not good enough to secure admission in any of the colleges I liked. So I decided to attempt those exams again in the following year, just like some of my peers. I joined a renowned entrance coaching center in Kerala dedicated to preparing students for these exams. However, even there, I struggled to improve my understanding of the science subjects. The focus there was primarily on learning how to answer the specific questions that might appear in the entrance exams. Despite the challenges, as it was my first time staying away from home, I enjoyed the freedom and new experiences it brought. In my second attempt, my ranks improved significantly, but they were still not sufficient to join computer engineering in any of the renowned colleges in Kerala. So, I settled for a less popular college. However, just before classes were about to commence, I received a good news. My application for a scholarship program in Singapore was approved, giving me the incredible opportunity to study computer engineering at a well-known institution of higher studies in Singapore named Temasek Polytechnic. I still remember my enthusiasm when taking the first flight of my life from Kerala to an unknown but exciting place, Singapore, at the age of 18. As I have anticipated, I had an amazing time in Singapore and Temasek Polytechnic. What I loved the most was the diverse group of classmates I had from Singapore and neighboring countries. Being exposed to different cultures and perspectives at such a young age was truly an eye-opening experience. I actively participated in so many school-wide events led by student organizations. Eventually, I took part in organizing such events. I also took the Vice President role of Computer Engineering Club during my second year in Temasek Poly. I found those experiences very valuable in life. Throughout my college life, I shared an apartment with fellow students from Kerala who were also studying different courses at Temasek Poly. We made countless fun memories together. There were many other students from Kerala studying at the same institution, and eventually I met most of them through connections. Some friendships I formed during that time are still going strong. It was one of them who gave me the nickname Neo Sree for the first time when I was acting like a brand ambassador of the Matrix movie series back then. During the course, I learned a lot of practical knowledge in general engineering subjects in year 1 and computer engineering subjects in year 2 and 3, which included programming, networking, and system engineering. However, I was still a bit lazy when it comes to studying theory for exams. I mostly liked their practical aspects. Often, I and some of my friends would cram for exams just a few days before. During the course, I also had to take a language class, and I chose French, which turned out to be a very bad choice for me. It ended up being my lowest grade among all other subjects. Vive la langue française! Learning language has always been a struggle for me. While studying at Temasek Poly, I also took up a part-time job as a waiter at a restaurant to support myself financially. The restaurant was in Boat Quay, a popular tourist town in Singapore, known for its riverside dining options. There I had a chance to interact with people from all over the world. It kind of helped me to develop a lot of valuable soft skills. I also made a lot of nice memories with my colleagues from there. During my third year of college, I had the luck to do my major project at Philips Innohub, which was a center for research and development. We were a team of 3. Our objective was to rebuild a software that was prototyped by the previous batch of students, add some features to it, and make it a minimum viable product for commercial release. It was called Windows of Innohub. It was an always-on telepresence software for companies with multiple offices. We utilized a streaming server to transmit video and audio with participants muted until a call was made by someone and accepted by others. As a backup, we used Skype for audio in case the streaming server had any audio quality issues. We used APIs to integrate all the functionalities behind the software's user-friendly interface. It surprised me that Philips didn't commercialize the product, but regardless, completing that project was a significant accomplishment for me and my teammates. After completing the project, I had one last semester at the college. During that period, I had the opportunity to work as an assistant system administrator for the IT department of Temasek Poly, gaining experience in computer lab administration and network management. That was the first time I had a chance to practice what I learned in classes. And I learned that real-world networks are a little messier than they're in the classrooms. At the end of the 3-year course, I graduated from Temasek Poly with a gold medal for being the top scorer in my cohort, which was an unexpected but pleasant surprise for me.
Receiving the Diploma in Computer Engineering with Merit and the SMRT Corporation Limited Course Gold Medal is V. Srikant.
The key takeaway of this chapter of my life is that I have benefited a lot from studying in Singapore as an international student. And as a result, I contributed back to the Singapore economy for the next 15 years and counting. I believe that my classmates from Singapore also benefited greatly from working and competing with individuals from other parts of the world at such an early stage in their lives. It opens up the minds of everyone involved. In my opinion, we should encourage policymakers to enable more such programs to foster greater diversity and fuel progress in every society. I thank you so much for watching this video so far. Stay tuned for next chapters of my life in upcoming videos.